All right. Patch notes. Doomfist. Okay, I wasn't expecting a Doomfist change, but let's see. Empowered rocket punch increase follow through size was hitting targets far away from the initial target. We're reducing the bonus size while retaining some additional range and radius to preserve its power fantasy. I mean, power punch was crazy. Like not power punch itself wasn't crazy, but the fact that your teammate could be peeking a corner and you get punched behind the corner and then die as you're patiently waiting out of LOS for heals like a good boy was upsetting. So empowered punch collateral range reduced 75% to 40%. That's a big reduction though. That's a really big reduction. I don't know what it's gonna look like now, um, but this feels like it's a fucking big reduction. Empowered punch collateral radius reduced from 50% to 40%. So basically the increased like punch hitbox, I guess, got also decreased. So that's a rough one for Doomfist. But Junker Queen, commanding shout. Cooldown reduced from 12 to 10 seconds in 5v5, and cooldown reduced from 15 to 13 seconds in 6v6. Okay. Okay. These are big. Yeah, dude, the cooldown is so fucking high in 66. I didn't fucking realize how much worse it was, but yeah, okay, that's cool. I mean, I'm down for Junker Queen buffs. Junker Queen, honestly, one of the most honest tanks. I'm biased, but one of the most honest tanks. Malga, please, please, big nerfs. Chain guns maximum spread while firing individual chain guns increase from 1 to 1.5. Oh. Number of shots until maximum spread increased from 0 to 30 shots. Okay. Um but that's only for firing individual chain guns. So individual chain guns, it's gonna take you longer to get to max spread, but max spread is gonna be worse. Which, honestly, as far as a Malga change, I would rather them nerf him just double fisting, like spraying into my tank and sustaining himself all the while, like more than the individual chain guns and like lighting them up from range. I don't think that this is actually the issue, but whatever. It sort of is a Maga nerf, but it's only to firing the individual chain gun. Hello! Hey, what up, Mary? But it's only to firing the individual chain gun. So this nerf doesn't really do anything to Malga, which it's Malga Mythic, so of course he's gonna get a fucking slap on the wrist. Like maybe this is actually like really, really bad for him, like poking at range, but the problem with changes like this is it just makes him worse at what he's already bad at. Like this change makes it so that you're less likely to fire at smaller targets, and it makes it so that you're more likely to just do the toxic playstyle of just double spraying the tank. So I think that this is actually a very, very just, it's a nerf, but I think it's a bad nerf. I think it's a bad direction to actually nerf him. All right. Hello, Queen. You're early? Yeah, I was going to try to be early because I wanted to get patch notes. So I still have my a slice of pizza and I got coffee. So, but I'm going over patch notes. So, I can wake up with you guys while we do this. Okay, increasing Ravenous Vortex explosion damage rewards more precise detonations. We're also reducing blocks cooldown to allow Ramattra to block immediately after a single punch instead of two, improving the flow of Nemesis form. Okay. Um, I don't think that I didn't think that Ramatra needed to be able to block more. Because why? That's because why? It's because that's why. Oh my god. Like two Ramatra, but like this one is whatever. This tiny, but like him being able to block more often is kind of, that's a weird direction. That's a weird direction. You know, everyone complains about block slop. It's kind of a weird direction to go. It's probably gonna make Ram feel way more smooth, but like without any other changes, this is just weird. It's just weird. All right, gas. Okay, Sigma shield health reduced from 275 to 250. Hyper regeneration minor perk. Damage conversion reduced from 40 to 30%. Okay. Well, that's a I'd say not a insignificant nerf. It makes honestly this seem a lot less viable. Because it used to be 50%, didn't it? They've nerfed it twice. Hello, baby. But shield health going down. Like, this is on... Oh, my God. Wait. This isn't for his shield. This is for Sigma's health pool. Sigma's just getting 25 shields off of his health. That's a really big... That's actually pretty big. And they nerfed his minor perk. Wow. Okay. That's... Well, that's interesting. Okay, Cass. Let's see. Cass has been strong. So I'm worried that this is a nerf. I'm worried they're gonna like reduce his range again. Because Cass has been a lot stronger because he's good into and against Jetpack Cat. Jetpack Cat makes his ult actually good. Maybe they would buff the high noon perk. I could see them like rebalancing his perks a little bit, but I'm hoping it's not like actually like a range nerf or yeah. I hope it's just not a range nerf. I don't think you'll be disappointed by it. Oh. Silver bullet projectile size reduced. I didn't even know that it had an increased projectile size. Yeah, silver bullet should not have had a bigger than the normal projectile size. That's stupid that it had yeah, that's stupid that it had a bigger projectile size. Wow, I did not even know that. Okay. That explains why it seems so easy to always hit it. Yeah, whatever. Wait, Freya changes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I really want them to increase the like actual damage from the arrows and decrease explosion damage. I would like that. Like, I would like you to be able to two-shot with a head and body shot. Like, I think that'd be nice. Let's see. Fire rate increased from 5 to 5.5. Recovery reduced from 0.5 to 0.4. Explosion delay reduced. So they made her explosions go faster. They made it so that you can take aim faster, and they they increase the fire rate of her primary fire. Like, this just makes her more spammy, and it makes her damage have less time for you to react. Like, the problem is that, like, even with the explosions having less time to react, you still have to stick somebody 3 times in order to kill them. So I don't think this really makes that big of a difference. Like, it probably does. This probably does a lot to increase her damage overall. But, like, if she's not doing enough damage to actually like secure these kills, I don't really see the point. She's more spammy. Yeah. I feel like this leans into the worst parts of Freya. I think explosion damage buffs are not the way that they should lean. I don't think that they needed to buff take aim in this way. Like, honestly, even like a slower explosion, but increasing the damage again would be nice. But yeah, that's disappointing. Reaper, I'm assuming Reaper's getting another nerf because Reaper is still fucking really good, even after the 25 HP nerf. I think it's probably perk nerfs though. Let's see. They buffed his passive. Lifesteal increased from 25 to 30%. And the pickup radius of soul globes is increased from 5 to 8 meters. Wait, there wasn't even any Winston buffs. Wait, there wasn't even any Winston buffs. And you buff Reaper? You pigs, swines. How dare you? How dare you do this to my boy? You fucking, how dare you? Also too, like, this is reactionary because like Xion is out right now. Like, if Reaper is shoved out of the meta a little bit, it's because Xion is in the fucking meta. Like, we don't have to fucking go and be buffing him. You should check Overwatch Discord. Is it gonna spoil something when I'm done reading patch notes? So there's no important info there. Okay. There's important info there. Oh, okay. Let's see. Xion is what looks like is next from her hair. Xion, my dream changes, explosion of the bike. I think that should be a little lower. And probably execute damage. I would like the damage lowered. But I think that they're most likely gonna do a cooldown. I think they're gonna like bump up the cooldown by a second. But I would like the explosion of the bike to be a little bit lower because it's just too easy to like one-shot somebody with the bike and execute. And execute damage being a little lower too. They could even give her the shoot directly after execute buff as compensation. But let's see. Recovery time reduced from 0.4 to 0.3. And impact damage while riding reduced. Okay, so this probably no longer one-shots a tracer. I was wondering, see, like I was toying around with the idea of the boop damage being reduced, but I don't think like the boop is like really a significant amount of damage. Like now it's definitely an insignificant amount of damage. So now you're best just trying to throw it into somebody instead of riding directly into somebody. I don't think the 30 damage will be relevant, or you have to finish off your combo with a melee. The boop damage was 60, yeah. The boop damage was 60. The explosion, I think, was like 140 or something, 160. I don't remember what the explosion was, but that's why you could one-shot a tracer by booping her and immediately dismounting and exploding it. Yeah, I mean, they're fine. Like, this is fine. Like, recovery time reduced, whatever, and joyride being nerfed, whatever. It's not the direction I would have preferred the explosion damage being less, because it's a little absurd, especially since you can't damage boost it. Like, I don't know. You could reduce it and then have it be damage boostable. But yeah, no longer one shots. Okay. Sierra, I don't know. This character is a dumpster fire. I have zero way to fix her. She's probably weak. Them already changing her perks to make her spread worse. Like, I don't know. I don't know what you do to her. They've probably done some bullshit, like they've decreased her nade cooldown or decreased her alt cost. Like, I thought it was explosion damage nerf. No, it's just the boop damage of the bike. Yeah. Anchor drone. Cooldown reduced from 12 to 11 seconds. Oh, but the duration has been reduced also. So you'll still have 2 seconds after the duration, but it's going to be up for 1 less second. The health has been increased. Okay, I'm never killing this on cast. If I'm like a decent distance away, I am never killing this on cast. It is not happening. That's too much damage. Too much damage. Oh, a fucking vendetta. I already fucking I spoiled myself, and I'm a little whatever. We'll go and see it. I don't know. I just don't know what you do with this character. I just think that like Vendetta and Sierra are just such flawed characters with like their kit. I just don't see the redeemable part about having their kits in the game. Like, so I don't really know how you fix them. Vendetta, I was hoping for a Vendetta nerf. I thought this was a nerf. Overhead swing bonus range increased from 2 to 2.5 meters. Didn't we reduce this already because it was bullshit? We reduced the bonus range because it was bullshit. Why did we buff it again? More getting slammed on the ground for no fucking reason. Yeah. Like, buffing her like crowd control is the worst. It is the worst. Like, the amount that this character boops you, like, we learned nothing from DPS Doomfist. We learned nothing from DPS Doomfist. Like, the fact that she can countercharge too with her dash, that's so stupid. Like, the fact that like flashbang doesn't even really fucking like work on her during her fucking movement abilities. Like, oh my god. Like, and honestly, Vendetta is actually pretty good right now, which is why I thought she was getting a nerf, because people have started playing her again and people are starting to like actually fucking farm with her again. And I was really hoping, especially with all the cast bans that are going, like, because of Shion's release, like cast ban has been like through the fucking roof. Like, I was really hoping we were gonna get a Vendetta nerf. I see Venture. I know that Venture, they probably got a buff, and I'm not excited to see Venture back in the meta either. Listed reasons up for Vendetta above, same reason why I dislike Venture, but whatever. At least Venture has more counterplay than Vendetta. I can't believe I'm saying that. Clobber, quick melee, recovery reduced from 1.6 to 1.2 seconds. Okay, so I'll get meleeed to death while they're life stealing even more. That's cool. That's cool. Ana, okay, well, I'm guessing Ana gets a buff. I'd say my dream Ana changes is either faster reload, nano instantly nanos the target, no more cast time that can eat your nano. I think that's like a quality of life buff that should just be changed. I don't think Ana's cooldowns need to change. I would like for either 2 more bullets or faster reload speed. I feel like it's hard to keep up with Ana with the global DPS heal cut passive now. So let's see. And we're buffing Nate again. Okay, cool. Whatever. I don't think we need to buff Nade. Like buffing the healing would have been okay, but like buffing the damage on Nade, like, that is big. That is big. I don't think we needed that, especially with how much damage Ana has. Like, you can sleep someone across the map, and then let's see, 75, 150. Well, you can like almost almost kill a 250 if you like time it with like an unscope shot and then scope and then crit, but that'd be hard. But anyways, whatever. I think that like buffing the utility of nade is already so good. I think you could have buffed the heal, but I don't know. The damage of nade going up is always scary. But whatever. I think that I knew that Anna needed a buff. She's been struggling, but I don't think that this helps her in the areas that she's struggling. Brig. Well, Brig's lunch is just eaten by Mizu, so the best buff to Brig is nerfing Mizu. But I have no idea what they would do to Brig. Some sort of cooldown buff. I don't know. Wait, adding burst of instant healing when Inspire is triggered allows Brigida to provide more immediate healing while rewarding players with consistent Inspire triggers. Now grants 12 instant healing on trigger. Healing over time reduced. Okay, so they reduced the overall healing by 15, but then they made it do 12 immediate. I mean, that's good for Brig overall. Like, especially if you're like, actually though, this triggers like, so if you have somebody who dives you, oh my god, actually if you have somebody who dives you and you're like beating them, like that's actually a massive buff because every time you hit it you get that 12 burst. So like, say you and Ana get dove by a Winston, you just keep on swinging on him. I don't think he fucking kills you. I don't think he kills you through it. Yeah, no, I know. That's 12 healing on each hit. That's actually a massive Brig change. Like, and once again, this is a massive Brig change that just increases her strengths, but does nothing to shore up her weaknesses. So, yes, this can like artificially like push Brig out there. But Brig's big problem is that Mizu is just a better peel character. But like, this will make it so that Brig has more of a niche, but it's like she isn't going to be any better against Rush. She's still going to be dog shit against Rush. And like, this just makes her even more oppressive versus dive. So I don't know. Like, Brig definitely needed something. That seems like a very, very scary change though. 12 instant heal. That means every single time you hit somebody with your flail, you're just pumping out 12 instant health to everyone in a massive AoE that's bigger than Lucio's fucking AoE. So dive is currently very strong though. I mean, not really because of Mizu and Maga. Kiriko. Kiriko. Now I know that Kiriko is like one of the most popular heroes, but she also is oppressive in pro play. Cass is also good in pro play right now. He got a nerf, even though he's a low win rate overall hero. Kiriko is a low win rate overall hero. I think this is going to be a nerf. I hope it's to Suzu intangibility. Like Luna Snow treatment, she can now self-cleanse while stunned. Yeah, that would be ridiculous. They would never do that, hopefully. But I hope it's to Suzu intangibility. Or they're gonna nerf like the recovery speed of her Ofuda a little bit because they buff that. And so maybe they just go in between that. Healing per projectile reduced from 13 to 12. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense after them buffing the like how fast she can heal. That really, it feels like a nothing burger, but whatever. Lucio. Okay, Lucio's probably going to get a buff. Once again, Mizu's just eating Lucio's lunch. Probably reverting one of the alt nerfs. That would probably be the best because I don't think he needs a buff in any other place. I couldn't think of it in any other place. Yeah. Oh, Damage per projectile increase. Cool. And that's it. Stadium. That's it. Okay. Wow. What a patch. Tank changes. I like the Junker Queen ones. Like, this sucks for Doomfist, but like the range was fucking ridiculous. I think that this is just the wrong direction to change Mauga, and it only nerfs him firing the individual chain gun, which is not what Mauga's doing most of the time. Ram buffs, more block slop, Sigma nerfs. Okay, cool. Cast, whatever. This should have been there from the start. Freya, just makes her more spammy. Reaper, I can't believe this. This good. This whatever. This bad. This I don't know. Like I feel like it's so hard to kill them when they're just clobbering you with melee already. But whatever. That's the perk problem. Not whatever. Maybe they can nerf the perk later. Ana, I think it's a weird direction. This change is scary. I think the brig change is one of the scariest. No Mizu nerfs. No Mizu nerfs. That is crazy. That is crazy, is it not? How do you nerf Mizu? Well, you can start by undoing like half the buff you gave him, because he doesn't need to have his Katakasha return or whatever up so much. Like literally they could reduce the actual duration of the ability by half a second, and then they could increase like the cooldown by half a second or by a second. Like he didn't need those buffs. I'm not saying you completely have to undo them, but you can undo part of it. Like, and then them giving like Lucio, like they gut beat, but then they like just give him more damage per projectile, and I don't know. Like I don't know. I think that's a strange way to fuck with things, but whatever. Whatever. Is an okay patch overall. It's just okay. That's it. It's okay. I give it a 6 out of 7.